A few weeks ago, Amy and I were invited to the Atlantis Casino's Chinese New Year celebration. Now, I'm not sure why they were celebrating Chinese New Year at the end of February, because I'm pretty sure it's actually celebrated at the end of January, but better late than never, I suppose. We've been to these before, and they're normally pretty good. And it happened to be at my favorite price. Anyhow, just prior to this, for the whole week before this, I was sick. Had a really bad flu. I was pretty much over it, so I was starting to feel a little better, and I kind of thought it was a good idea to get out. So I decided to go. And just before I left, I started developing this headache. And I didn't think to grab any aspirin or anything before I left, and I regretted that. While I was at the buffet, I noticed a lot of people were complaining that there was no Chinese crispy duck. They seem to be really upset about that. Now, like I said, we've been to these before, and normally they do have Chinese crispy duck, and so they didn't this year. I theorized initially that maybe it was Chinese lucky duck year, but it turns out that that's not the case. It's actually year of the rooster. And they weren't serving rooster either. I have a second theory, actually, that maybe due to global warming, the ducks migrated early this year before Atlantis Casino could cook them. But by the time I got back to my table, the entertainment was in full swing. And to my dismay, it turns out that the sound engineer for the San Francisco Chinese Dance Company used to work for the Who in the 60s because it was fucking ear splitting. I mean, seriously, it was so loud, and it was this for like 30-40 minutes. This is our table, and this is my head popping. So I wolfed down my food, and by the time I got out of that area, my headache was just insane. But anyway, I decided to sit back in the back of the room. They did have another performance, this one here, and you know, it was nice. Although after that intro, I really wasn't in the mood for this. I kind of thought maybe this would be more appropriate. So all in all, as Groucho Marx used to say, I had a perfectly wonderful evening, and this was not it. You win some and you lose some hearing. Anyway, we decided to make it a full-on Chinese weekend. We went to the Great Wall with Brad Pitt, and actually I thought that was a pretty good movie. The cinematography was actually pretty cool. They had the Great Wall, you can't miss with that, and the Gobi Desert just outside of there. And if you've never been to the Gobi Desert, and I haven't, but after looking at it on the big screen, it really looks a lot like a part of Utah. So if you can't afford to go to the Gobi Desert, or you don't want to spend time in China, then you might take a trip to Utah. Anyhow, so that was our Chinese weekend for 2017. Peace out.